Hi, my name is Andrew, and before I jump into the content that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I want to give you just a little bit of background on me and on my business. I'm a Marine veteran, and I got out of the Marine Corps in 2020. I'm sure you guys remember at that time there was a lot of craziness going on, and something that I saw happening at that time was a lot of small businesses were really hurting as a result of everything going on, with lockdown mandates and just the general kind of climate of the country at that point and of the world. And that wasn't something that sat well with me because I believe very strongly that small business is the backbone of our country, and that without it, we're not going to be able to continue to succeed and um, maintain the things that have made America great over the past couple hundred years. So I founded my company, Sovereign SEO, with the objective to help local businesses grow and succeed. So connect you guys to more clients so that you guys can in turn help more people. So that's exactly what I want to talk to you guys about in this video is how you can use your presence online to do exactly that. So before I jump into some tips for your website, I want to show you just a few metrics here. As you can see, these are keywords that somebody might search if they were looking for landscaping services in different locales around the valley. These ones in particular are targeted toward Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, Queen Creek, Southeast Valley. But there are keywords just like this for Peoria, Glendale, Surprise, Scottsdale, Phoenix. So all over the valley, there's searches like this. What I wanted to give you guys an idea about was these numbers over here. So these are the keywords again that people would search for. This is what they would type into Google, and this is the average number of time per month that they get searched. So Mesa Landscaping gets searched almost 3,000 times per month, and all the rest of these are getting searched multiple hundreds of times as well. So just for this small portion of the valley, just the southeast portion, there's over 12,000 searches happening each month, and so I'm sure you can understand how beneficial it could be to take even just a small portion of that traffic, let's say 200 for instance, and bring it back to your site. We know that about 5% of visitors to your website will reach out to you and become a lead, somebody's looking for your service. So with 200 visitors monthly, that would be 10 new leads that you guys aren't getting right now, that are really great quality exclusive leads. So with that in mind, I want to give you guys some tips on your website on how you can do that. So the first thing I wanted to cover is the text content itself. And by the way, before I jump into tips, you guys have a really cleanly designed website. It looks really great. So I would definitely love to give you guys some tips so that you can have more people seeing it, because it's really nicely put together, and some of these projects that you guys have laid out here are just absolutely beautiful. So it'd be great to get some more customers' eyes on those. Anyway, so with that in mind, the first tip is to add at least 500 words of content to several of your pages on your site. And I say at least 500, but in reality, you probably want more than that, depending on how many keywords you want to target. The reason that is important is because if I go to Google and I type in Mesa Landscaping, and you have Mesa Landscaping, here and down here in the content and down here one more time, it's going to make it very easy for Google to understand that your site needs to be on the list of sites that they return back for that search. All right, so that's the first tip, is add content to your site, and when you do it, target these sorts of keywords. All right, so just to give you an idea of what that looks like in practice, I searched for landscape Phoenix AZ. Your first competitor down here is Master AZscapes. And so if we look at their website, they have Landscaper Phoenix front and center. They have Landscaper in Phoenix, Landscaper in Phoenix, Phoenix Landscaping, Phoenix Landscaper. So it's very clear what these guys are getting after. They want Google to understand that their site has to do with landscaping, landscaper, landscapers, and Phoenix, right? So as a result, these guys are up here at the top of the list for this very high profile keyword. All right. So the second tip, the second thing that's important when it comes to ranking highly down here, is called backlinks. And before I get to that, I kind of want to clarify. So content, what I just talked about, that will dictate what Google helps people find you for, but you could still be all the way back here on like page 8 where nobody's going to see your site. All right. So in order to be up here on page 1, that's where the second tip comes in helpful. What a backlink is somewhere that your site is referenced online by another website. So it's just a link back to your page. Currently, as of now, you guys have no backlinks. And just for reference, this is what Master AZscapes has going for backlinks. They have 1,000 backlinks and coming from 500 different websites. All right. So that's what's enabling them to not only be on the list of words here, but to be at the top of the list. All right. So that's my second tip, would be to get more good quality backlinks. The reason that matters is because it's kind of just like a little popularity contest for Google. If they see that your site is mentioned a lot throughout the internet, they'll understand that to mean that your site is maybe more reputable. So they're gonna rank you more towards the higher end of the rankings. All right. So that's my second tip, and those two tips together will dictate which keywords you rank for and whether you're on page 1 versus page 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So the last tip I have for you guys has to do with this right here. This is called the map pack, which is just Google's business directory, essentially. And you'll notice that Master AZscapes, despite being the #1 ranking competitor down here, does not rank in the top 3 here in the map pack. And that's because what we just talked about, backlinks and content, dictates the rankings down here. But up here, there's something else really important at play. And that is something called citations. And so what a citation is it's just where your business name, your business name, phone number, and address are listed together on the internet. So think of somewhere like BBB or yellowpages.com where businesses have their contact information laid out. That's usually where companies will have citations. So my suggestion here is you go to the keywords that you want to rank for, look at the businesses in the map pack in the top 3 places, and go find out where they have citations, and then get your business cited in the same place. So we call that the copycat method. It's super effective for kind of making sure that you have everything that your competitors have plus a little bit more, and you'll see that that's really helpful in getting your Google business profile up into these high profile spots where a lot of people will come look for services. So that's my last suggestion for you guys. Just to go back and rehash, the first 2, getting these sorts of keywords into the content on your site, will help you rank for words like this. The second one, backlinks, getting more backlinks, will help you rank on page 1 where people will actually find you. And the third one, getting more citations, will get you visible here in the map pack, will help your rankings in the map pack so that people can find you in these spaces too. So thank you so much for your time watching this. I would really appreciate if you would just drop me one quick line of feedback so I know if this info is helpful. And I look forward to hearing back from you.